This video is directed to that clown punk LevelCapGaming and all the other Battlefield hypocrites out there. I'm going to expose your hypocrisy, and it's unfair, it's unjust, and it is not right. So if you don't know LevelCap, he's most famous for being the 38-year-old guy who unboxes Legos on his YouTube channel. He's also known for doing gaming news. That's what he lives for. And he was once a very popular Battlefield player until the Battlefield community really disowned him. So I'm not trying to lump in LevelCap with the Battlefield community. I know a lot of people in the Battlefield community just don't like LevelCap. And he most famously got disowned from the Battlefield community after he, as a Battlefield PC player for the last 10 years of his life, he lost to a Call of Duty console player, and that was me. So I brought this up in my last video, and obviously it struck a nerve because he left this very disrespectful comment, and I'm about to roast him for every single thing he said because he's really strange human behavior is displayed in this comment. And obviously it struck a nerve. It's probably a horrible experience for him. He probably goes to sleep every night and he's laying down in bed and he thinks of me beating him at his own game on his own home turf. So let's talk about the hypocrisy. So a few years ago, I started playing Battlefield 3, and I came from a Call of Duty background, and I thought it would be really cool if they made the game less clunky, and what I said is to make it feel more like Call of Duty on the sticks in terms of the reaction. Not clunky, but Call of Duty is unarguably one of the most precise shooters in terms of just how it feels. The reaction time on console sticks is really responsive. Battlefield, it's a lot more clunky, and that's not debatable. That's just a fact. So I thought, it would be cool to have this game a little less clunky, and I got so much hate for that, but it turned out they made it less clunky in Battlefield 1, and it was the most selling Battlefield game of all time. So that didn't age right for the Battlefield hypocrites who were criticizing me back then. And I also said, I like this conquest game type, but I would really like to see people get rewarded for their kill streaks and score streaks, playing the objective. And I got so much hate for that. They said, white boy, if you want to play Call of Duty with kill streaks, go play Call of Duty. But guess what? The tables have turned, and a few years later, these Battlefielders are suggesting that they make Call of Duty more like Battlefield. The same thing I said about Battlefield to Call of Duty, they're doing from Call of Duty to Battlefield. And I get hate either way for defending my game. These people defended their game, and I respected it. But then I defend my game, and people are criticizing me for the same thing I just got hate on a few years ago. Is absolutely ridiculous, unfair, and hypocritical. So to those Battlefielders who did that, you're definitely in the wrong, and I expect an apology. But anyways, let's get to this comment by LevelCap. You still make YouTube videos, white boy? Because I've been watching a lot of COD videos lately, and nothing from you seems to come up in my feed. So nothing comes up in your feed because you're watching 12-year-olds unbox Legos, you freaking weirdo. And obviously you're watching a lot of COD videos because Battlefield has died, and a lot of that has to do with LevelCap, and I'll explain that in a little bit. It says, maybe it's because no one's watching them, including the game developers. Okay, look, this is every 12-year-old's insult on my comment section for the last 10 years, and I'm still around. Look, your channel, if you look at the views, it's on a downward slope. I have no right to speak on other people's YouTube channels because, I've got kicked out the algorithm, but when it happens to you, LevelCap, we'll see who's talking. So, I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid for someone to criticize another YouTuber's views when their views, if you look at the chart, it's on a downward path. So maybe look into that a little bit. But guess who did get a personal request to come give feedback at the IW studio? This guy, parentheses, points to self. This is strange human behavior, and it's very cringe. And we could see a little bit later in this comment, he says, I think someone's going to be saying bye-bye to their Whittle, with a W, helicopters. Parentheses, puts on sunglasses, Music fades, comma, fade to black, end parentheses. This is the type of dude that will get matched with another dude on Tinder and start the conversation by parentheses, dot, dot, dot. Oh my God, he's hot. What do I say? Dot, dot, dot. End parentheses. Parentheses, still thinking, dot, 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 nervously, sweating, dot, 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 end parentheses. Hi, dot, 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 smiley face. Like, who types like this? This is serial killer, like, I don't know. If I get chopped up and eaten, look to LevelCap as the first suspect. But he also goes to say, I wonder who they're listening to. A drama-seeking internet baby, which I don't know if he's referring to me or him, because he's the one starting the drama in the comment section. So I think he's referring to himself, but I'm not sure. Or the audience of their biggest competitor, who they're clearly going after. So this guy's delusional. You've been an EA game changer and a Battlefield partner for the last 10 years. They laughed at you. They took none of your suggestions besides the suggestions you gave for Battlefield 5. I know LevelCap was really responsible for a lot of the SJW features in Battlefield 5, and that was one of the reasons why it went downhill so fast. So, like, you think they're going to listen to someone that has no clue about the Call of Duty history, or someone with the world's fastest nuke? And I bring that up because we've seen so many of my suggestions over the years actually get into this game, such as, like I mentioned earlier, I wanted kill streaks in Conquest. Guess what? That's Ground War. It's in the game. I wanted the nuke to be back, not the DNA bomb, not the SJW bomb, not the LevelCap Lego bomb. I wanted the nuke, and it's back. I wanted kick-ass kill streaks. They're back. And I'm not saying I'm directly responsible for all of this, but I definitely been saying it for a long time, and there's a history, there's a clear track record of that on my YouTube channel. There's evidence. So maybe they didn't listen to me directly, but I think I know something about the casual Call of Duty community after doing this for the last 10 years of my life. So yeah, I don't think they listen to LevelCap. Your own game developers don't listen to you. One of your jobs are as an EA game changer is to give input, and like, I don't know if they really ever took LevelCap seriously. I was at the events, and he didn't really get a lot of respect, and I know the Battlefield community doesn't really respect LevelCap because he's kind of a weirdo, in my opinion. And it's also strange because, you know, we met up and said, White Boy, you're a huge inspiration. You're the reason why I started my YouTube channel. Your nuke is so fast. I'll never get a faster nuke. So that's why I was playing Battlefield. And I just got lucky doing the gaming news stuff. And that's been my life with Legos for the last 10 years. And I was like, man, you don't got to tell me your life story, dude. I know it's whatever. So obviously, there's a lot of sarcasm in this, but I like to be sarcastic, but with some of the truth in there as well. And the truth hurts. And obviously it affected LevelCap with this comment that he wrote. So we are showing off some kill streak gameplay right now. You want to remove kill streaks from Call of Duty? Just think of that. Think of the audacity as a Battlefield player to think that it's a good idea to remove kill streaks. The thing that separates COD from every other game is the kill streaks. You want to remove kill streaks from Call of Duty? Are you stupid? Ay, ay, ay. Say bye-bye to your little helicopters. Who talks like that? He had to type this out and press enter. This is strange human behavior. So, at the end of the day, I think Call of Duty should be Call of Duty and Battlefield should be Battlefield. Obviously, you can take things from each game that are good and make the respective game better, but I just can't believe the fact that they're trying to remove kill streaks from Call of Duty when they have no nukes. Like, why would anyone, as a Call of Duty developer, listen to someone who doesn't play Call of Duty, who doesn't know the historical history of the game? Look, there's been so many comments, and I know people are watching this, and you're probably one of these people. I haven't played since Black Ops 2. I haven't played since Modern Warfare 3, since Call of Duty Ghost. That was the last straw. but they're coming back this year. And I think it's very dangerous to listen to people who have no clue about the Call of Duty franchise, who suggested a lot of things to Battlefield 5, and we've seen how Battlefield 5 turned out. So in this gameplay, I'm actually going for the nuke. I'm like recording this on my iPhone, but I'm gonna have, you know, the comment little, you know, pictures and stuff and the gameplay in the background, but I'm not watching the gameplay right now. I just know this is the closest I've got to the nuke, and man, the nuke is something so special. I'm so glad they brought it back. I've been saying this for so many years, but this is the closest I get to the nuke. 40 kills, 0 deaths. Unfortunately, the time runs out, and I was like playing with the headset on half words or halfway on, and there was distractions in the room, but I couldn't clearly listen to the gameplay audio. And there's this one mistake I made where I think there's an enemy helicopter inbound, and it was a friendly, and I kind of take some time and I run away, but that turned out to be probably the nuke killer in this particular video. But it was just so exciting going for it and being close. And hey, I got 40 kills, 0 deaths, still a pretty nice performance. And like, kill streaks are what make Call of Duty stand out, and this is what kill streaks were meant for. I think like, it's good on ground war and 6v6, but 32v32, you get a chopper gunner, and you can use that chopper gunner to fight the tanks and other aerial vehicles. That is really freaking cool, awesome, and that's something that Battlefield doesn't have. And I'm wondering if they're trying to sabotage Call of Duty by giving this like horrible input. This is bad input. This is not good advice, in my opinion. What are my credentials? World's fastest nuke. That's all I have to mention. So, are they trying to sabotage Call of Duty for their own benefit? Because Battlefield's not going to be coming out for another year, and I don't know. Something's not right. I'll let the people decide in the comment section down below. And I know it's going to be a heated debate here. There's a lot of emotions that pop up when you're talking about Call of Duty versus Battlefield and how the game should be, and a lot of people have, you know, their opinions, and I'm not criticizing these people for having opinions. I'm just criticizing the hypocrites that criticize me for, like, I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird how it doesn't go both ways. I literally just do the same thing they did to me, and I'm the bad guy. So that's the definition of a hypocrite, and I will not stand for that. Make COD great again. Will not let the Battlefield YouTubers corrupt our game. We will accept them into the game as Battlefield refugees. We know Battlefield 5 numbers aren't anywhere close to being good, so we'll accept you, but don't try to bring down our game just because your game is, you know, not performing too well. And they want to remove kill streaks from Call of Duty, bro. I will die before I let that happen. Like what are they talking about? I mean, wow. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you